Hi guys, this is Kira, and today I'm going to be playing Regaining Eden demo. Made by, yeah, you know. And the events happened after Cuphead. The events after Cuphead. Okay, now let's run the game. Alright, let's start this game. Okay, you're a parallel retard. Okay. Well, employee. Okay. Okay, let's try not to get arrested then. Okay, to be honest, she doesn't give a fig about ticking off the devil. Well, no shit. He's the devil. What the hell? Oh. When he is not mad, honestly. Oh, well, I forgot to press that. Let's see. It was just the heat of, but the magic. Yeah, Yeah, I'm gonna let you guys read this one. This will take a second, though. You done? Okay. Alright. It wasn't just the heat, but the magic. Interesting, customers from all over the world, and under it, every contact, every fight was infused with an electric neon tang of light, and signs and hellfire displays. She thrived. It was familiar and comforting. Yeah, I'm gonna save the game over here. Okay. It was familiar and comforting. It was more home than her now sparkling apartment. Oh, so that's where she went. Huh. She went. Okay, let's continue. All the others she's talked to feel the same. They might not say it, might rage and scoff and even spit on their ex-boss's name, but they haven't found permanent jobs, haven't moved away from the aisles. So it's up to her and Mr. Wheezy. Hey, it's Wheezy! Wheezy! Mr. Wheezy was a good employee. He had okay, I'm not gonna say it. Reek of cigars about him and could always be found not too far from King Dice at any point in time. That's all Pierre knew. About the man, really. They'd never really had any meaningful interaction aside from meeting up in the kitchen to grab a cup of coffee and gripe about the customers, the crappy coffee, and their loving tyrant manager. Speaking of which, I thought Dice would be here as well, she admits, resisting the urge to look around as if he'd portal in out of nowhere and leer cheerfully at them, like always. Like always, huh? Wheezy's face near winces at the mention of the manager's name. Oh no. King Dice had been the one to hand down the orders. All of them had been fired, including the devil's right-hand man. Even so, none of them were surprised that he'd been left to do the dirty work for the big boss. Breaking news handed them their last paycheck and all, but throwing them out and locking the door behind them, Pierre thought he had just gone to yell at the devil before leaving hell with the rest. Apparently not. Strangely, though, that seems to set Wheezy at ease. He straightens up and pats himself for a cigar, smiling widely. Huh. Not possible. I've seen the job contract Dice wrote up and got the devil to sign. He finds a crumpled up box of cigs and taps one out, shaking his head. Those two, they've got the whole thing sealed up. Tight enough that there's no way the devil could even get into a friendly pillow fight with Dice. Which much less cause actual harm. Damn. Oh, that was right. The contract. The contract, by all accounts, something of a legend in Hell's Circle. The devil would always smile proudly and literally pat himself on the back anytime it was brought up. It was an insufferable habit of his, and one Pierre found herself growing reluctantly fond of. Reluctantly. Okay, no, I'm just not gonna say that word over and over. Fond of. When she didn't feel like breaking his smug hand in retaliation, that is, years ago, back when she was still the casino manager. She saw potential in a fresh-faced, confident conman that rigged all the tables he played at. By the end of the night, he brazenly cleaned out half of the casino floor and merely laughed at being invited to play against the owner. That man was Dice. Wait, what's that? Oh, there he is. Oh, hey, it's Dice, yay! Oh, wait. No, I'm not supposed to say yay. Sorry. Dice, stop giving the fangirls acknowledgements. Okay, sorry. I can resist. She saw crap. She saw something in him back then, and still sees it now. Cleverness and self-preservation, and a strangely genuine sense of humor that made him a scarily efficient gambler. It's what made her choose him as a successor. A successor who, after one game with the devil, came out of it with his soul intact, a new job, and the contract. Okay, where's it at? Oh, there it is. Oh. Damn, that is a huge book! That is a huge book! An unsettling red leather-bound book, every page neatly transcribed in Dice's loopy handwriting, and also, coincidentally, the size of a small infant. Two of the most pedantic, I'm not going to say that word, long-winded, crafty bastards she knew made a deal with each other, and the Isles had never really been the same since. His loyalty bought and bartered off completely. Dice was the one man in all of Inkwell with the least fear from the devil and his temper. You know how those two are, then? I'm sure the devil will have some idea of where Dice is. At least, if we can even get in. Pierre sighs. Check the locked door. Most of the employees referred to as the casino door was more of a seamless wall of mountain rock that slammed down on the rare occasion that hell was completely closed off. There was no seam, no hand grip, and no way to drill through the magically protected rock. So magical! This was part of the reason she'd hoped to find Dice here as well. He alone had the only key. Wheezy gently nudges her to the side, rubbing his hands briskly together like a showman preparing to release a flurry of doves. Doves, yeah, not doves. Sorry. From his sleeve. He picked that up from Dice. She'd bet money on it. He doesn't have time to dryly remark on it because his hands start to create heat whirls in the air and then glow. Watch this. He breathes out and presses his hands and the flaming key within them to the door. It shudders open. Ooh, gosh. I could just imagine that. Looking at the strange bright pink of the flame, so different from his usual orange fire. Pierre inhaled sharply at the realization Wheezy, that's soul magic. He winks at her. Need a soul to barter in hell, don't you? As long as I get back out through this way, I'll get it back. There's something less substantial about him now, and Pierre shivers. Soul magic, not her wheelhouse. Eerie, but whatever it takes. But whatever it works. It's cold. Hell has never been so cold before. Oh, I can see the palm trees growing over there. Wow, still looks the same. The caverns look even bigger in this suffocating gloom. The spewing volcanoes have shrunk back and cool. Immediately, her cheeks and nose sting in the cold, and she regrets not bringing a hooded coat. Wow. Wow, how can someone forget that? I mean, come on. It's okay if it's gonna be cold. There's a sensation of heavy air crowding up against them. Despite the unnatural emptiness, and both of them refuse to. Oh gosh, that was scary. Break the silence with a mute shrug. Wheezy nods towards her and does a strangely fluid flick to send a contained fireball into orbit around them to light the way. Okay, that sound effect was awesome. That was pretty awesome. With Wheezy at her back, Pierre straightens her hunched shoulders and wonders which way to head first. Okay, let's check the throne room, and then the casino floor. Somehow, Pierre expected the empty throne room, but was still disappointed to see no trace of life. I'm sorry. There's no sign of a fight, Wheezy mutters, squinting at the floor for some hint of scrapes or magic scorching. Pierre glances around, noting the open door leading to the casino's second floor. Maybe if she just... Oh, let's see what happens if we sit on the devil's throne. Let's see what happens. It was... comfort. Like 1,000 angels came from high to hand stitch the finest velvet lining onto the soft cloud. The bounce was probably dark magic. She feels like she could just melt down into it. It would support her spine perfectly. For something she's seen the devil use as a personal scratching post. It was remarkably free from wear and tear. Actually, she leans to look closer at the right arm cushion. Right here. Nearly visible line of neat stitches and shoe, sorry, to show there had been some damage by her boss's claws. Pierre rolls her eyes. She couldn't imagine the devil threading a needle and sewing up his things. Not because it was too I can't say that word. She'd borne witness to him to patiently sucking out yolks from eggs and filling them back in with paint to throw at townsfolk. But doing it when he could have just asked Dice to do it, far more likely. Anything to get the Prime Man to pull the world's most long-suffering face to get to work on the no doubt mental state task. Pierre guess that's just left Dice's office to try next. Okay, let's go to the office next. Wheezy raised an eyebrow at her as they crossed the short bridge. Had fun? Pierre would not show any trace of shame. She did it, and she got away with it. First rule of the Devil's Casino. That means she won. Winners show no shame. But they may obfuscate. I don't know what that means. completely innocent question. Okay. Wheezy blinks in surprise. For such a mild reaction, she notices his magic flame sputter almost to nothing before flaring back up and lighting the empty hallway. A good poker face. No wonder Dice made him assistant manager. He used to. Wheezy starts before biting his lip. A strange expression passes his face and Pierre is worried before realizing. He's holding back giggles. Oh! He used to have to hem up his own slacks because he was so short. What? What? Pierre flatly asked, slowly realizing that she's feeling isn't a bad reaction to the sandwich she had for lunch. It's glee. Dice of all people, Mr. Tower over. Sorry, had to cough that time. Mr. Old Tower over you and won't hesitate to remind you of that. Used to be a shrimp. Oh, we have to find him now. She's smiling widely. Wheezy stops laughing. The strange heavy mood is back like it never left. Pierre winces. We'll find him, Wheeze. He quietly reassures, pressing her shoulder against the man briefly as they stop in front of the closed door, bearing a simple, tasteful plaque that reads, Manager. Yeah, he repeats faintly as if to himself. They got into the office. This is odd. Wheezy wonders out loud, a worried line between his eyebrows as he strides in and stops in the middle of what seemed to be the aftermath, a very picky hurricane. The usually neat space show has paper. Now, damn it! Space now has papers thrown over the floor. A packet of cards burst open by the coat rack. What? His suit jacket is here. Pierre notes, worry beginning to build up. Dice was usually so fussy about those kinds of things, staying neat and buttoned up at all times. When inside the casino proper, only a handful of times she has even seen him roll up his sleeves. Does that mean Dice is running around in his vest and slacks? How positively scandalous. Violetta, stop putting those images in the fangirl's head. Wheezy strides forward, not to the desk, but to the hilarious portrait. I'm not going to say that long word. Of Dice, bemusedly tipping over a half-full wine glass. It was a joke, she thinks. Hopes. Oh yeah, that is a pretty... Okay, that's a pretty good portrait of Dice. That's a pretty good portrait. Pretty good portrait. It was a birthday present, if she recalls correctly, but the man feels along the bottom of the frame and unlatches something that makes the portrait swing forwards and expose a fancy safe. Wow. Pierre is surprised despite herself. Okay, that was unexpected. A flurry of clicks and sounds, and he opens the safe to rummage through files and clinks of coins. Because, of course, Wheezy knows the secret combination for the hidden safe in Dice's office. Of course. He starts muttering to himself, and Pierre moves over to the desk before her eyebrows permanently stay stuck in an inch higher. Pierre finds a scattered stack of documents and unstampered ink that's nearly dry, and no helpful note that the details Dice's last known whereabouts or the devil's. Drat. Oh hey, that coffee cup is still, is still partially full. I just now realized that. Goddamn. I haven't even noticed that. Looking closer, she realizes that these are the terminated contract for all the employees. They've got the devil's usual neat spiked signature and Dice's swirling one, along with the great red big fired written on the corner. Oh wow. Okay, Mangosteen, Wheezy. Wheezy is at the very top. Maybe he doesn't need to see that right now. Thumbing through the contracts and quietly slipping Wheezy's to the very bottom, Pyrrha spies her own contracts and sees something off. She plucks it out of the pile and looks closer at the signatures. It's... Oh, okay, shit, sorry. It's not ink. Then what is it? What is it? Oh, okay. It's stiff and a weird color that's a shade off from brown. Pyrrha scrapes at it and little flakes fall off. Ink doesn't do that. What the hell? She breathes, looking back down at what she sees. Almost... oh, sorry. Looking back down... Okay, I'm trying to reread this. Looking back down at what she almost 100% sure is blood. Okay. Is blood. What? The sudden voice to her left makes her near twitch out from her own skin. Twitch out of her own skin. It's Wheezy. Okay, I'm trying. Of course it is. The entire place is deserted. She wordlessly hands him the contract while her heart settles back down in her chest. What the hell is this? Growls flatly, mouth twisted up in a snarl, as he tosses it back onto the desk, like it contaminated him. It's contaminated, oh my god! No, just joking. Shing! Sparkle, sparkle. I can resist. That SpongeBob reference is funny. Pyrrha follows the sad flutter of parchment down until she spies a soft glint disappear under creamy paper. Shooting out a hand to enclose around the object, she breathes out a quiet sigh when it doesn't move in her grasp. Open hands. Wheezy steps close to her. Where's the rest of the pen? It was a gaudy purple thing. Wheezy asks, quietly asks, not looking away from the bloody nib in her hands. I didn't see it on the desk anywhere, she replies, just as quiet as she had gotten used to the chill that pervaded the entire casino now. But she feels the temperature dip even more. Knows that if she were to breathe out, there'd be a foggy steam left behind. It was getting colder. Check around the desk. No purple pen. But there are other interesting things. Pair of scissors. Take. Okay, I'm taking it. I'm taking the scissors. Never mind. Booyah! Scored a fashionably sharp object. Careful not to get cut. Property of Piruletta. See what else is there to steal. Ooh, okay. Okay. Suspicious outline of where scissors once lay. Okay. Admire. She only heard whispered tales of them in the staff break room. The pips are painted with actual gold. The die carved out of the bones of an old dead demon. The varnish is made out of a million pure angelic tears and grounded down flight wings. They never failed to roll snake eyes. Hell yeah, she's keeping these babies. Pocket them. Only death itself could make Pierre give them up. Sorry, Mr. King Dice. I have no idea where your lucky pair of ovaries disappear to. Wow. Needle and thread. Examine. Ha! She was right. The devil totally had his favorite Sorry. The devil totally had his favorite lackey do something as mental as sew up his throne cushion. She wishes she could have seen it. Why? So she could make fun of him? Okay, see what else is there to snoop. Okay. Oh, there's a small drawer. Ah! Weezy made a weird yelp, flinching back. What's in there? Pierre stops to look over at him. He's clutching the leather above his heart and wheezing quietly. Sorry. Yes, I hate this spooky shit. Pierre raises an eyebrow. Don't judge me. Just open the drawers, alright? He growls as getting his apparent bout of fear-related asthma under control. Open the drawer before Weezy has a stroke. Okay. Locked. Rats. I don't suppose there was a key in that safe? Pierre asked rhetorically, wondering if she could get away with just dismantling the desk itself. He's pretty sure there is an emergency hatchet down in the casino bar. Hey, no, Weezy interrupts. I know that phase and wanted destruction won't work here. Killjoy. Weezy tries the still slightly shaking drawer just to be thorough. Desk wards all his stuff with sigils. It's the key or nothing. Pierre is gonna have words with Dice when they find him, and they will find him. There's prepared, and then there's paranoid. Well, she has. It's gotta be around here somewhere. Come on. She starts to make her way to the hallway. It's rattling isn't helping my nerves. To the hallway. To the hallway! The throne room is down the hall, or they could check the stairs. And which way to go? Let's try the throne room, because I don't want to scare Weezy. I don't want to scare Weezy. The eerie lack of warmth usually present here at the entrance to help proper is something that she'll never get over. Shivering, Pierre focuses on finding a hint where Dice would hide the key. She looks around. Let's check the corners. Wow, the corner sure is dark. Glad she could verify this for sure. What a great detective she is making so far. Wait, if she is the hard-boiled detective, does that make Weezy a teary dame look who's searching for his missing lover? Pierce works. She turns to tell this to Weezy, if only his face, but instead passes a spot that seems to make the rest chilly. The casino downright tropical. It was like all of the ice in the world until like all the noise making. Okay, into this spot, and she tires out a startled, "What?" Another step forward. Okay, I'm saving. Okay, I'm gonna save this. Okay. Another step forward. And she backs to a comfortable existence, downright balmy after the chill that seemed to seep into her soul. Well, she had enough of this quarter. Time to try something else. Something else. Okay. Okay. Let's check the throne again. Only her self-control prevented her from collapsing on the chair. Self-control and Weezy snickering at her from his investigation of the pillars. Okay, Okay, let's search around the throne. Circles the throne, pressing down on promising patches of gold or odd scratches, but nothing happens. Maybe she needs to try something else. I need to try something else. Lift the seat cushion. She closes her eyes and prepares herself mentally, ready to see anything from gross magazines to finally proving once and for all that the throne is a secret toilet seat. She yanks. Okay, let's see. Sadly for the casino betting pool, it is not a covered toilet seat. Oh, thank goodness. There seems to be a generically satanic symbol carved into the gold. A scattering of aces, a single poker chip, and a pencil? What the? What was Devil even planning on doing with a pencil and a poker chip and a scattering of aces? Disappointing yet hilarious at the same. All the same. Who knew their boss was a bit of a hoarder? Ah! Were these even his? Try something else. Okay, let's check the arms. Her now studied the neat stitched up line she'd noted before. Her guess that Dice was the one who'd stitch it back up. It was proven. She saw the needle and thread used in his very desk. Pure note almost made to pat her own back before she nipped at the bud. Nope, not today, Satan. Not today, Satan. Not today. Luckily, she did have a pair of scissors at hand. Snip, snip. Snip, snip. I'm sorry. That madman. This is blasphemy. This is madness. What was so important that he'd hide the key in the one place no one would ever dare touch. Oh my goodness. What happened, Dice? She murmurs to herself, clutching her hard-won key and stepping back from the ripped-up cushion. She shows it to Wheezy. Okay, let's see. Where is it? Okay, where was I? Okay, there. She takes it between his thumb and forefinger, completely dwarfing the small key. Oh, that is a pretty small key. In his huge hands. So, we know he was here with it. Was it enough to thread a needle in a stitch up, a secret hiding place? He muses. Pure nods. Elementary, my dear Watson. Yes, this is Sherlock Holmes type. But why not just write a note? If he knew there was going to be someone looking, Weasley looks at her out of the corner of his eye, the orange in his iris glinting in the darkness. Maybe he wasn't sure exactly who would be looking. If he's going through all this, Pierre shivers, resists the urge to look around. There's no one else. Hell is empty. At least she hopes so. Okay, let's open that drawer. Okay, let's check his office again. Okay, let's check the desk. Check the side drawer again. Holding the steel rattle with one hand, Pierre inserts the king key and turns. Click. There's a... Ooh, beautiful. There's a complicated chain of small, squiggling symbols that gave Pierre a headache. Oh, geez, that would give me a headache, too. If she tries to read them all, jutting out like thin fine strands of chains from the lock. They pulse a violent pink once and then disappear and then diverse into nothing. Told ya. Wheezy murmurs. She kicks his ankle lightly and has to hop back as he retaliates. Oh, that's a challenge if she's seen one. Ow! Alright. Open it then. Another win for Parallel, everybody! Before she can do so much as pull the handle, it bursts open. Oh gosh. Aww! Pop! So cute! They're so cute! It's Dice's gloves! They wave at them frantically and begin to sign something, but it's too fast for Pierre to translate. Wheezy reaches past her and scoops them up in one hand. Slow down, slow down. I caught half of all that. He gentles them and then frowns down at his palm. He makes a weighing motion. They're heavy, he notes wonderingly. The pair began jumping up and down again, and the clink of metal is more apparent. Pierre begins to move towards them, and they still obligingly pluck out the objects inside of them. It's our employee badges? Pierre questions, holding one that coincidentally has her name engraved in the gold. Dice took them back? Wheezy laces fingers with them and pins the gold on gloves. Not gold. Sorry. Sorry. I keep having trouble, okay? Appends the gloves to his other hands, letting all the badges cascade out. Wow. No wonder why they're heavy. No wonder why they're heavy. Besides, it's not Dice's big hands. They stretch. The other one that drops wasn't a rectangle, but a crown. Oh, shit. Sorry. The gloves, now free of their burden, began to jump and float in the air, signing only one message over and over. Put them on, put them on. The boss said to put them on. Wait, what? Wait, what happened to Devil and Dice? I mean, what the heck happened? Okay, they used a name sign for Dice when they said signed boss, so Pierre guesses she knows how they got in there. Dice definitely locked them in. She doesn't think he did it to be malicious, but to make sure they got these badges. Well, no doubt, Dice thought it was important. It's a relief to have the badge pinned back on her lapel. She knows it's probably a trick of the imagination, but she feels safer. More like the Pierre of last week. Powerful and smug, and on the side of clever, crafty people that'll rig any game as long as it nets them a win. She must feeling like that person. Oh, okay, let's see. She notices Wheezy looking down at the badges, making no move to pin his back on. Do you get the feeling? He starts slowly, measuring out each word with the thoughtfulness that many never think the man capable of. That this is bigger than we can understand. Pierre glances around the dimly lit office, like she can see into every dark nook and cranny that makes up the abandoned Devil's Casino. Tell him. I think that someone invaded our home, she states, brow deepening and her mouth twisting into a sneer. The more she thinks about it, I think someone nabbed our bosses, and Dice was the Devil's best bet of getting this clue to us, to get people looking in the first place. The air between them charges up with swirling magic, the same indignant anger reflected in his face. Wheezy rifles for his badge, and Pierre pretends he didn't see him slip Dice's crown and pin up his sleeve. Okay, me and Michael are still asleep. He puts it on and nods at her, ushering the gloves into his jacket pocket. They slip in and pop back out to dangle curiously and peer at everything. Leave, there's nothing left here. Walking slowly towards the bright exit, stops and looks back, wondering. Okay, let's check the Only when they're muffled by a red carpet does Pierre seem to feel safe, though enough to relax a bit more. Sweltering heat that she'd grown to love. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. A bit? Okay, let's see. Does Pierre seem to feel safe enough to relax a bit more? There's something about this eerie, empty hell that unsettles her. She never thought the sweltering heat she'd grown to love would ever go out. At least, not again. Think Di's found a way to break the heating system in here again? She joked weakly. Wheezy snickered quietly next to her. The manager was known to despise the high temperatures and would probably love to live in the cold, dank cave if it meant never sweating again. There was an incident that no one ever proved was caused by the man, where the casino was plunged into near cool temperatures for a whole day. Still smiling slightly, Pierre hustled forward to try the door. Locked. She swears under her breath. Well, that was a dead end. Turning back to Wheezy, she opened her mouth to tell him, but found that he'd shuffled off the sides where the unlit floor were. Wait, I couldn't see. Oh. His face unusually serious as he looks up at her. I don't think this is the leftover of a wild imp party, Pierre. Gazing at the limp-ragged bow tie, Pierre feels the ringing silence coverage on them once more as dread pulls within her. She straightens up her coat. Glad she thought to bring her usual revolver with her. Wheezy presses his lips together tightly and nods sharply, tucking the tie away, and almost bringing to his feet, ever surprisingly light on his feet for such a big guy. This place cannot get any creepier. I say we finally leave. Wheezy mutters, pocketing the bow tie. Pierre can only agree. Out! Walking towards the bright exit, stops and looks back. Her ruminating was cut short by the slightly motion in the far peaks of the dormant hill volcanoes. She squints to see what may out to look like an earthquake. What in the hell? Run! Not waiting for her to reply, for he scoops up, flings over one pillar and barrels forward as fast as possible. Like she's able to witness the entire structure begin to collapse in on itself. Slow and unstoppable by force of nature. Chris pricked her eyes. Let's save this. Dismiss. She's already been kicked out. Hasn't stepped foot in here for an entire week. But not only now seeing the king and queen crumble to death, the cards break and fall. Now I feel like she truly lost her home. Try the key again, Whiskey. Whiskey? Wheezy! Whiskey! I'm sorry, I couldn't resist to say that. Cause, it sounds like a freaking drink. Even though it is one. Whiskey. Pierre asked hoarsely. After being put down, panting, Wheezy steps forward and presses hands on the stone. They begin to glow and startling pink once more. I don't think we're getting back in. Nothing doing. Nothing doing, Wheezy says after a while of pressing magic against the blocked entrance. Oh, hang on, I gotta check. Oh, okay. Pierre has to agree, no matter how much it pains her. Turning to spread the aisle three before them, they exchange looks. Where to first, then? Weezy asked, carefully patting the still excited pair of gloves in his pocket. They like the danger. Wonder where they got that from. Pierre sighs and tries to remember who has a place on aisle 3. Let's check their apartment. Let's check Pip and Dot's apartment. It's closed. Passing the theater and turning in onto the right road into town, Pierre sighs and half-heartedly points at the mountains separating the two aisles. Think we could fit a casino under that one? She jokes. Weezy hums and tilts his head to the side. The boss is gonna have to shave a little. Off the top of those horns. But I think we can fit. They laugh, ignoring the tense edge to it. A blockhead stops them short. Demo in progress. Whoa, what's this? They're working on the road. It says here. Demo in progress. Pierre reads in the huge sign, resisting the urge to sigh. A good excuse for a break, to be honest. Weezy sighs and heads towards the nearest restaurant. Come on. Nearly dying has me hungry. Pierre had to agree. She followed. Thank you for playing my demo. I hope you enjoyed your stay. And if you are interested in the progress on the full game, be sure to follow the vlog for updates. Tentative release is summer 2019. Thanks to my wonderful beta testers, Jenna B, for bearing me throughout the broken okay. Well, that was a pretty good demo game. What do you guys think? Think it was worth playing? Well, gonna have to end this video here. Thank you for joining me. Have a nice day. Bye!